welcome back to Milton Mo Junction. Haven't put a video up for a bit, I've been busy. Haven't done a fantastic amount since my last video, but I have been practicing with the airbrush and I have started weathering the track. You can see I've pretty much finished the 3 tracks in front of you here. Might do a bit more oil on them, but I've ordered some more paint. I haven't got the colour that I want for that, but yeah, and also I've got to do a bit more work around the point motor. But all in all, those 3 tracks are pretty much how I want them. The buffers at the end haven't been weathered, so that still needs doing. And of course I'm in the middle of building the wash plant. That's downstairs. I have primed it, washed it all and primed it now, so I can start constructing it and weathering it, but that'll be a separate job anyway to what I'm doing up here. The other tracks that I've started, haven't quite finished, are the outer 3 that you can see over there with the oil depot. These 3 I've actually cleaned the top of the rails, so they're, as I say, pretty much finished. The 3 tracks over there and going round into 2 tracks and going over round to about the point there just past the car park. I haven't finished spraying those yet, and also I haven't cleaned the top of the rails obviously, so that's as it is, and that shows that it's in the middle of being weathered. The view down there, you can see the contrast of the ballast that hasn't been weathered. It's quite bright. It looks a lot sort of different when I'm looking at it rather than through the camera, but hopefully it'll come out on the camera. Had a little bit of problem with the weathering, not too much, but when I've weathered and sprayed some of the track and the ballast is quite thick, being O gauge, and the sleepers are quite deep. And what I hadn't realised is in a couple of places that the ballast appears to be set, but in fact there was a crust over the top which set, and underneath was still loose ballast. So when I put, it's not enough to when you hoover it, lightly hoover it, it's not enough to pull it up and you think it's all okay. But there must be a little bit more pressure, although I'm not using it at a high pressure. There's a little bit more pressure on the airbrush, and in a couple of places it's actually blown the ballast away, which means it's a sort of little bit of step back. I've had to relay the ballast, I've had to hoover up all the ballast that's been blown all over the place, so I'm just in the middle of doing that. As I say, it's not too many places, but you only need an odd place here and there and it causes a mess and a lot more work, but we're plodding on. I haven't been up here as much as I would like to, doing this anyway, because I've been away a couple of small breaks, and I'm away on another one shortly, so you know, my life doesn't necessarily revolve around the railway layout, but I try and get up here as much as possible. What else to tell you? Yeah, I mean, for the same reason I haven't left comments or even been able to watch some other people's videos. When I was away I didn't have access to the internet and computer system, so I've had to sort of bulk watch some people's channels that I usually watch and sometimes leave comments on, so that's an explanation for that. Yeah, I'm waiting for some more paint to come at the moment, and a couple of old airbrushes I had to do this mass work have packed up, so I've started doing it with my more expensive airbrush, but it hasn't got a very big cup, so I'm forever having to reload it, and that's getting a bit laborious because you use a lot of paint and a lot of spraying on an O gauge loft layout, trying to weather the track. Tell you that from experience, but we'll plod on. Anyway, I've waffled on enough. I'll try and do a bit more, but if I don't get the chance, I'll put this video up as it is, just to show that I'm still around. So thanks for watching, and bye for now. Bye.